like we always do about this time, you are in tune to the Know It All podcast. Of course, you got your usual suspects. Myself, Tate Boy Fresh. What's popping, Tate? How you handling?
Ma, what's good, man? Not too much this way, man. I'm just being me. You know who me is, don't you?
Yeah.
Dope. You
Well,
say
no, you're
dope.
not. I thought you meant you just being you and the R
Nah,
and
I'm
B
being
look you got. You got
I'm
your R and
being
B line going. You got the members only jacket
you
on
say,
today.
hey
You
man,
know?
my brother said that about me. He said, I see you trying to bring your 80s swag back. I'm like,
Yeah, that boy got
man,
that members only jacket. He doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
but this ain't no members only jacket though.
No,
I
it
I,
looked just like it. It looked just like
I,
it.
I hate to say what jacket it is.
Well,
It's
I'm just saying. I'm just
I'm gonna
saying you
tell
got.
you though, it's a no Diddy.
Oh, okay. You Sean John.
Sean John. Yeah.
Uh huh. But you got your R&B smooth because you're an R&B dude. I get it. I get it. Ain't no. It's a
Hey
real
man,
thing.
I turn gangster rap on you real quick though.
With this, I know because every time, heck, I started hating Tupac as much as you played that dang Tupac album. I can take
Which which album was it?
me against it was
Oh, me?
All Eyes on Me. Oh my God, you played that album. It's just so good. More than I played Outkast or Tribe Called Quest. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, that was back in like '96.
Yeah, and then we were in full effect doing our thing on the spade tape.
Yeah, I
Hey,
remember. I remember.
Big G, what is popping, man? I see you with the Big Ten magazine in front of you. Big G with a Big Ten magazine. What's going on, man?
I'm just checking it out, man. This was at the beginning of the season. We knew what time it was, for championship runs and opportunities to play for the chip. I made sure I turned it to the page and it showed Mr. Jack Sawyer. And it said way back, they was G. Stradamus in the book, way back in the day. They said Jack Sawyer was going to make a play to put us in position. And he's a big time player and, all this, whatever else. So, shout out to the Athlon Sports book, man, because, they had a little G. Stradamus in them a little bit because they was predicting some championship run, go Bucks, predicting the run and go Bucks.
Well, I don't know what we owe that outburst to, but definitely, G, man, help every. Oh man, let me say when we're talking about algorithms, TikTok is back.
Yeah.
And y'all are gonna hear some more about this in Mod's moments. I definitely got some things to say. But make sure that you guys get the algorithms up, man. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch so that when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications and you'll know that the know-it-alls are about to go live. Look, we are over 700 subscribers. I am super happy. That's something that I appreciate each and every one of you guys doing. But help us get more. Help us get more. Make sure we want to get to 1,000 subs. That's our goal. Once we get there, we will definitely celebrate with you guys. But we're going to get this show started, man. We're going to get this show started like we always do about this time. We'll be right back. Man, Saquon Barkley is having a mountain of a year, man. I'm going to tell you something.
That boy just went 78 to the house.
Yeah,
78 to the house.
He had 225 against the Rams in their first meeting, and looked like he's finna go get that same 200-yard mark against.
He got 196. Yeah, 196.
Yeah, finna get it. What's up, Blackstreet? How you doing, man?
Hey, They missed another extra point. They trash out there with the extra points, man.
Garbage. I mean, it's hard to kick in the snow. Afton, how you doing, Chat General? Jay Steed is in the house. Black and Gold Standard. What's going on with you? What's going on? Running through the jungle. Beat Dirt, my partner. What's up? Gavin Anthony, Craig Warlow. What's up with you guys, man? Thank you guys for being here. First in the chat and for us to get it going and get it cracking. Look, so when we look at these playoff games, well, I'm just going to dive into it, man. We're just going to dive straight into it. Texans versus the Chiefs. The Texans, I mean, I'm just going to say this. They got a monster at quarterback. C.J. Stroud is a monster at quarterback. And he just ran into a buzzsaw, which is the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I hear people saying, hey, Chiefs get help from the referees. I mean, there was a questionable call or two, but I mean, everybody's getting these. I mean, if did the Chiefs get more? Seems like. But I will say that the Chiefs Texans need a little bit more help, man. They need another wide receiver. I wish they would have had their full complement in Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell. But, you know, they only had 2 targets on the field, which is Nico Collins, and they had Dalton Schultz. Talk to me about this game, Tate Boy Fresh. Holla at me.
Hey, man, I mean, Kansas City won, but they got help. I mean, both them roughing the passer calls or roughing on Patrick Mahomes was because he's Patrick Mahomes. I seen worse on Jalen Hurts today that didn't get called. You know what I mean? So Patrick Mahomes is treated a special way. It's the, you know, he's the face of the league, right? He is that guy. So they gonna protect the league, protecting his number one investment right now.
Right.
So, you know, there's that part. If you go back and look at it, they missed 2 field goals. They missed the extra point. Talking about the Texans. Texas really controlled that game. Kansas City didn't outplay them. You know, the Texans made some of their own mistakes that cost them that game.
Right.
You know, C.J. Stroud played a solid game. I won't say really, really good, but he played just as good as Patrick Mahomes. You know, that defense let Kels loose a couple times, and we had to look at Taylor Swift every time that happened.
Every time.
Man, I could do without that during my football. But again, the league is about its investment. If Taylor Swift is at your game, you're going to show Taylor Swift at your game.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's all about the money. I don't think it's fixed, but I think the league is happy Kansas City won. You know what I mean?
Adds to the narrative. It adds to the narrative. Yeah.
You rather see Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen than you would see Patrick Mahomes versus CJ Stroud versus them guys. Yeah. So, you know, it's par for the course. I mean, I like I said, I really think the Texans outplayed them. The Chiefs got some calls that were really, you know, beneficial to them.
Yeah.
To the Chiefs.
Big G, talk to me, man. How you feel about this? You've been holding the take a lap sign up. Let's talk about it.
Because that's what the NFL can do all day and night and twice on Sundays. They can take a lap with all that bias that they got for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's ridiculous. Now, I understand and I agree with what Tate's saying as far as protecting their investment and all whatever else, man, but it's bias, bro. It's total bias and it's not fair. And it's not consistent, right? The issue is you want to put the best product on the field at all times. And I think that without the help of Kansas City this all season, they wouldn't even be in position to be where they're at right now. The NFL helped them win a whole bunch of games this year. A lot of games, more than 2. And so now they get in the playoffs and they help them again. I understand it's my homeboy. I understand his legacy. I understand it's all this, that, and this. But come on, NFL. You got to do better, man. You have to do better with your game calling. And if you're going to call it, don't call it on the obvious stuff. Like that was no that hit that number 51 Anderson did on him the first time. Come on, bro. That was obvious. That wasn't no bad play. Don't call it when you call roughing the passer and the 2 Tennessee Titan boys hit the helmet on helmet. They didn't even touch my homeboy. And then when he flopped out of bounds and he tried to get a penalty call on that, they didn't call it. And then they didn't call it. Obviously, there was horse collar tackles on Dalton Schultz. There was a horse collar tackle on Nico. They didn't even call none of them. So it's blatant, man. I see all the time because, listen, I'm a Steelers fan. So T.J. Watt don't never get no holding calls, and it's blatant. But it's ridiculous where in the NFL how obvious they cheat for Kansas City. It's ridiculous, man. And they need to do better, bro. They need to do better because you're ruining the product. Because guess what? You're starting to get where people is going to be pissed off to see Kansas City always winning. And they get tired of it. And you lose fan base when you do that. You lose fan base, man. So, if they win because they did a good job. But they ain't winning because of that. Tate, you're absolutely 100% right. Houston outplayed them. And they should have went on, but they did it to themselves. Missing field goals, extra points, all that other stuff that's critical. Come on, dog. But the NFL has to do better.
Andre Green was popping, man. He said teams don't like it about the Chiefs' advances. Then stop them. Beat them so they can advance.
I agree. I was going to say that same thing myself.
Yeah.
It's hard to stop them in the refs, though, bro. It's hard to stop them in the refs.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, and you're right in essence, but we've seen this before. You guys know who we've seen it before with?
Tom Brady.
The Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. We've seen it before.
They only got one Super Bowl. Don't even compare.
But when I'm saying getting good calls, Aaron Rodgers got good calls. He got favorable calls for a while. He did. And that's a real thing. And I will say the Patriots as well. They go in there too. I mean, why else do we have the scandal of Deflategate? You know what I mean? Why else do we?
When Charles Woodson popped Tom Brady and he fumbled, that was a fumble. He popped that boy and he fumbled, and the Raiders got it. They should have went to the bowl that year, but they called the tuck rule and all whatever else. I know it's ridiculous. Now, listen, Tate. No, I don't know who I was with. I was either on the phone with one of y'all or something happened when that Deflategate happened. I mean, the tuck rule, because I talked about it for like 2 days, and I was like, man, this is ridiculous. What's the pop that boy? That boy fumbled. So they all listen. It's the benefit of it, but the NFL got to come on, man. They got to come on with it because they're gonna mess their product up, man. The NFL has the best product in all sports right now. It's not even close. And college football is a beast. And it ain't even close. NFL don't mess up your product. Don't mess up your product.
I'm gonna tell you like this though. Again, like we said, you don't like them there. Beat them.
But you got to beat the refs too.
All out beat them.
No.
You all out beat them.
Can't Kansas City get those opportunities because the game is close? If you go ahead, no Diddy, pause myself. You go ahead and pound them out though. They can't do nothing about
them. Mollywop them.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just beat them. Totally all out beat them. Don't worry about anything. You told Harpo beat me, beat them. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. Listen, the Rams with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left of this game have made it a 22-28 game. It's a 6-point game.
Let's see if they do the onside. They didn't declare. They're kicking it deep.
Yeah, they're kicking it deep. I mean, you one stop and it's ready. Jaime was popping, man. It's good to see you here.
Saquon about to break another 51. Watch.
Yeah,
they can't stop him, man.
He got 196 and 2 TDs. Last time he had 240 he played them?
Yeah.
He about to get 240 again. So I'm saying his
got
last 2 minute drive.
Yeah. He either gonna catch a screen or he gonna get a run. He gonna break a 50-yarder.
Yeah.
They can't stop him. They can't stop him, man.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. So the Chiefs advance, and they got Hollywood Brown back. Did you see that yesterday? Hollywood Brown was in the game.
He been back.
So
he been back. He had one. They called that incomplete though. He ain't do that.
Yeah, they called it incomplete, but he almost had a touchdown. So moving.
He ain't even no factor, man. He ain't even no factor.
Moving to the second game. They've already started with Saquon, both hands on the ball. I see you. Second game was the Commanders and the Lions. Whoa. This was an unexpected thing for me. But once the Commanders got started, first of all, shout out to Magic Johnson and everybody else who own some parts of the Washington Commanders. this is how you run a front office. This is exactly how you run a front office. You go get you a coach, right? You go get you a coach. You go get players, and you bring them into the organization to make it better. Magic Johnson, man, salute. I just want to salute you on this, man, because really, you brought in Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn in his first year. Hey, look, I'm telling you, the Dallas disappointments. Pay attention. Pay attention, Jerry. I hope you was in front of, but knowing him, he's so toxic. He was in front of the TV talking about, look at the star I made. You didn't make a star. Dan Quinn was him anyway. But he got his guys. Dan Quinn went, got his guys, got him a franchise quarterback who's one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league, who's not a stiff statue back here, who's moving and can make some plays with his legs. And you got an offense. You don't have a whole bunch of stars on offense, but you got a dang good defense, and I'm proud of it. But this is how you build a team. This is how you build a team. Talk to me about this, man.
Well, you saw I put the graphic up. Can Tom Brady have the same effect that Magic Johnson has on the Raiders? And I asked myself last night, man. I wonder how Dan Snyder's feeling right now. They've done in 1 year what Dan Snyder couldn't do in the last 30 years.
30,
Facts.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I think leadership and first ownership, then leadership and building a solid organizational foundation is key. And I think they've done that in Washington with the new owner Josh Harris, the help of Magic Johnson. And I think it's no coincidence that Magic win wherever he go. Magic got a piece of the Dodgers. What the Dodgers be doing?
Winning.
All he just
winning. No matter what.
His first season with the Commanders. What Magic doing?
Winning.
Yeah. And the key part of it is, much like Big-G we talked about, I like to see Mike Tomlin do. Dan Quinn is the CEO of the coaching staff. He let his assistant manager or assistant director do your job. Mm-hmm. And the defensive coordinator has done it, even though they gave up a lot of points yesterday. But they outscored him. So he let Cliff Kingsbury do his job. And the key to all of it is what y'all said already. They have a franchise quarterback. And so, the question is, man, is he about to be the new Lion King?
Just might be. Just might be.
Hey, man, that boy bad. I'm out here in the DMV, and these people are so excited and so happy because they ain't been this far in 30 years, man.
Yeah, 90, what was it, 91, 92? No. Cowboys was 91. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, they won the Super Bowl against Buffalo, 92.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beat Mark Rippon.
So let me ask you, since you brought Buffalo up, man, before we get to Big-G, which would you rather? A whole career with no Super Bowl or go to 5 straight Super Bowls and not win?
Man, that's not even a good question, Mod. I at least got to be a champ one time. It's a fair question, but you talking about me. I got to win just so I can talk about that 1 year forever. I can't talk about making it 1 year making it 5 times and losing every time. That one win is more than 5 appearances.
So but saying never going to the Super Bowl at all, or going those 5 times and not winning one. I don't even want to taste it if I can't.
But
win
wait,
it.
you got to draw a line of distinction. Are you saying I don't go at all, but I got a Hall of Fame resume? Or are you saying go 5 times and you don't make it, but you just ho hum it at quarterback?
Let's do that. Let's do that. Hall of Fame resume. You never go to the Super Bowl versus going to the Super Bowl 5 times and not.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm getting that resume for that. If I know I'm not gonna win one, just let me have one of the greatest careers you can ever have, because still my name gonna be remembered because either I'm a part of a winner, a Super Bowl winning team, or I did enough individually that you put my name in that hall with that bus. Yeah. No, you'll get a bus from me, like.
Big G, how would you
Yeah.
feel about that, man? How would you feel before you talk about this Washington game? How would you feel about it, man? Just would you want a Hall of Fame career and never go to the Super Bowl, or go to the Super Bowl and 5 times and never win it?
I'm going to the Hall, dog. I'm going to the Hall. Because at the end of the day, I did my part. At the end of the day, if I put up Hall of Fame numbers for a Hall of Fame career, I did my job. The rest of them bums I played with didn't do what they were supposed to do.
Big G, you can't throw your teammates under the bus.
Hey, if I'm in the Hall, they bums.
Wow.
If I'm in the Hall, I'll get up there and I'll do my acceptance speech and I'll thank someone for blocking for me and doing this, that, and this and all, whatever else. But I handle my business. Listen, what you think Thomas gonna do? The offensive tackle from the Browns. He played with bums.
That's a good question.
He went to
That's
the
a good
Hall.
question.
He went to the Hall, so he thanked them. What he said. So Danny Marino went to the bowl once. He got mollywopped.
But he lost, and Jim Kelly lost too.
Yeah, Jim Kelly lost 4 of them jokers.
Yeah, I'm still taking Dan Marino in that one.
Yeah.
I mean, Jim Kelly a Hall of Famer, but come on, man, you don't talk about Jim Kelly in the top 5, in the top 10.
Yeah, talk about Dan Marino like that.
Dan Marino getting that top 10 easy. He might even be in some people top 5 with no hardware.
This is right. Yeah. So Big G, talk to me about this Washington game, bro.
First of all, man, I gotta acknowledge some G Stradamus on this, man. I told y'all at the beginning of the season that Jayden Daniels was that dude. I told you he was better than big trash Caleb Williams all day and night, 3 times on Sunday and extra on Tuesday. And nobody believed me. Everybody was doubting me and all whatever else. Now, I got to give props where props was due. Tate Boy Fresh said that if he get in the playoffs, he going to give hell to somebody. And 2 games in a row, he done gave hell. They ain't got nothing for that youngster, bro. Cliff Kingsbury is so innovative with his offensive play callers. Man, I saw him in college sets last night where they ran double stack way outside the numbers because, the hash is inside of the NFL. And then they was like, okay, we're going to run RPO because you can't put but 6 in the box. Because if we go double and they stacked on top of each other, you got to commit 5, maybe 6 back there to the DBs. You got 5 and 6 in the box. And then he was running it on them. He was killing them with the RPO game, man. So, man, innovative play calling. I'm jealous of it, actually. We need some of that in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I'm still pissed at the Pittsburgh Steelers for passing on Lamar Jackson in 2018 and passing on Jalen Hurts in 2021. 2020. I'm still pissed at them because we should have had a quarterback that was mobile and you shift your team around and put your team in position. We was riding with old Big Ben. That's the plague of the Steelers. We always hold on to dudes too long. We need to start shipping dudes out of there and get some mobility at quarterback. People don't believe it. It was the biggest mistake in our history. Danny Marino not drafting him in the 1982 draft was the first biggest mistake. The second biggest mistake was not drafting Lamar Jackson in 2018. The third biggest mistake was not drafting Jalen Hurts in 2020. Drafted old trash Chase Claypool. Garbage.
Puka Nacua with a big catch on the sideline.
I seen it. A minute and a quad. A minute and a quad.
They inside of the red zone. But hey, see, now I'm gonna say this and shout out to the homie Payday from the Homies Podcast, Fresh Chicago sports fan. Puka Nacua is better than Amon-Ra St. Brown. Period.
We've been saying it, Tate. I mean, he been. Hey man, they done had some trash takes over there on the homies and all whatever else, bro.
What's the last thing they said was trash, man? Who is they?
You B-Dirt and Payday talking about the home field. I wasn't even on the show when I know about it. Talking about the home field. I mean, the playoffs should be neutral site games. That's big trash. Get up out of here, man. That's the whole reason why you play the way you play. If that didn't, the regular season wouldn't matter. Hell, they didn't win to it in college football. The home field make a different, bro.
They did go to it in college football, didn't they?
Yeah. That's big trash.
It does. One thing I will say here is, honestly, you guys, nobody. Detroit, hats off, 15-3, great record.
It might be over with, Ma. It might be over with.
In the end, yeah. I was going to talk to you about that, but in the end, when it comes down to it, injuries. Injuries. Aiden Hutchinson cost. That if he was there, that's a different game. You know what I mean? That he's a game breaker and a game maker.
Wait. B-Dirt say I'm making it up. Hey, listen, check your boy. Your boy is the one told me. Tate said you were saying it. So it might not be you, but it definitely pay.
They did say that last night. They both said it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, see, I got verified facts, B-Dirt. Verified facts from Tate Boy Fresh. He said you said it. He said
B-Dirt, you did say it. I'm the only one to say it. Nah, they earn home field advantage, and the geographical environmental part of it is part of it. If you a team that play on the East Coast playing the snow, you want to play the LA Chargers, LA Rams in your venue because it's January football. They not used to it. They playing domes.
Yeah. He said he didn't, man. He denying it. He'll deny it to the end.
I'm gonna do a pay and go back and find the tape.
Clip that bad, baby.
Clip it.
It was. I'll tell you like this. There was a sack that just happened on
Jalen Carter.
And
he the best DT in the league.
He's becoming that. Becoming that.
Who better than him? Nobody. He the best DT in the league. There ain't nobody better than him.
I don't know that I could say that, man. I don't know that
who's better?
At DT? You got to give me a second to think, man. Give me a second to think.
Bro.
But like I said, I think that's what it was. You just ran out of juice. And it's 45-31. It's set. Oh, that's the ball game, folks.
Yeah,
that is the ball game.
Adios, muchachos, to the Rams. You had a good run, but it's time to go home. It's 1-2-3 Cancun.
Yeah,
let's get up out of here. Let's get up on out of here, man.
1, 2, 3 Cancun.
Good. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. Let's get up on out of here, man. Let's get up on out of here.
Definitely. So, but you guys, here's the thing to me. Here's what I gotta say about the Detroit game. Like I said, Jayden Daniels, 22 of 31, 299, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers.
Dog. How much rushing did he have? How much rushing?
That's so key. When we tap into the rushing, Jayden Daniels had 16 carries for 51 yards.
Mobility, Tate.
Yeah. So
mobility. Tate G-Stradamus with that. G-Stradamus.
So my whole thing here is that hats off. I got some Commanders fans who watch the podcast. I was just told that today there's some Commander fans out there who want to hear from a Dallas Cowboy fan. Look, I wish you guys all the best. It's the NFC East representing the NFC in the Super Bowl at this point. So I wish both teams the best. And y'all ask me who I want to see. I wouldn't care. I mean, no. Our little brother is the Philadelphia Eagles.
See, that's the bias. I knew. See, that's the bias. You hate the Eagles, dog. You hate. Stop that, bro. Stop it. You hate the Eagles.
I hate the Giants.
You hate the Eagles too, bro.
No. I hate the Giants. Let's get it clear. It's the New York Football Giants. Like I said, out of those two, I mean, I wouldn't care. I want to see Jalen Hurts win one. I really like him. He's the Texas boy.
Dub Life said facts, G. He hate the Eagles. He said he hate them. He been hating on them. He wish all the bad things in the world happened to the Eagles. And only the Giants.
You know, the thing I don't like about Big G, Tate, is he tell you what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you know what I do when I'm telling you what it is? Like, you can't tell me.
You're sneaky with it.
You can tell me. It's the New York Football Giants. But like I said, when it comes down to it, I definitely want to see Jalen get one. But you know what? I want to see Dan Quinn get one too.
No way.
He did right. He did right by us. He even sat and waited an extra year to become the coach. And Jerry, got to. That's why I hope Jerry Jones do all the drugs in the world and not get high. I hope he opens his soda and it has no fizz. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
This is the thing.
Wow.
I wish on Jerry. You know what I'm saying? I wish on Jerry. I hope that he got to pee in the closest bathroom is a mile away. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wish for Jerry. Because Jerry do these kind of things. Go ahead, Tate.
Can I say who I want to see in Super Bowl?
Uh-huh.
I want to see Lamar Jackson win today. Then I'm gonna give you what I want to see.
I wasn't saying who I want to see in the Super Bowl. I'm saying out of the
No, but I'm saying what I want to see. You said who you want to see in the Super Bowl between them two. I'm telling you, I'm going to see Lamar Jackson win, go to the Super Bowl, and then no matter what, I'm going to see 2 starting black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl for the first time. That's what I want to see.
Hey,
that's dope.
Hey, I'm with it. And you know what? But see, listen, this is the thing. The NFL can only use what college provides. And the resistance of a lot of these NFL teams to not embrace 11-on-11 football and include RPO football with moving forward, you're crazy. The Steelers, I'm telling you right now, you need a mobile quarterback that can do the things that you're seeing Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Jayden Daniels, Josh Allen. The list goes on. CJ Stroud ran for about 50-something yesterday. You got to get you a dog, running back, quarterback, whatever you want to call it, that can do everything and play 11-on-11 football. If you run with a statue, the era of the statue is over. It ain't happening no more. Yeah. No more. It's over.
Yeah,
we need mobile quarter. And this wave right here is Cam Ward and Shador. Everybody else, they ain't gonna be no. There might be maybe one other NFL starter that come up in the 2-3 years. But next year's class, Manning, Lenora Sellers, Cade Klubnik, I'll run down the list. There's dogs coming next year, and all of them can run. All of them can run.
Yeah.
So the NFL better get ready. It's RPO, 11-on-11 quarterback. All this trying to protect the quarterback, the statue is big gone. Get it out of here, man. Get it out of here.
I hope Jerry Jones goes outside to start his car and none of his cars start at all.
That's a lot of damn cars, man.
And look, and then you try to order an Uber Black and the app is down. I hope all that stuff for Jerry, because Jerry.
That's a lot of hate, man. On your owner.
It's like that. It's like that. You know what he got to do. You know what he got to do for me. Those 6 things he got to do for me. It just is what it is. And Big G, I do need to tell you what you just said was gospel truth. The NFL can only get what college gives them, and what college is giving them are dynamic dual threat quarterbacks. Yeah. That's what they're giving. So if you're out here trying to get a quarterback who, is a statue, you might well forget him. He might as well switch to a tight end or go to a punter or something, because it's not going to work. The reason why it's not going to work is because you got defensive tackles who are running a 4.7, 4.8 40.
At
right?
330. At 330 pounds.
It's 6'5". You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work. You got to get out. You have to be able to get out from in between the tackles. So this last game that just it's complete. The Rams lost to the Eagles. Eagles won 28-22. Next game we got is the Bills and the Ravens, and that's fixing to start here in the next 15 minutes. Let's go to a commercial real quick, and then we'll be right back. G, take us to a commercial.
Thanks for rocking with us again on the Sunday's Know It All podcast. We appreciate all our subscribers, all the likes. Make sure you hit the like button to increase our algorithm on the way out. If you're listening to us on audio, we'll be right back after a quick commercial pause for the cause, and we'll be back with the Know It All's podcast.
So here we are, man. We're again. I got to ask you. I'm gonna give my comments here last, but G, you've been saying all week that you believe something. So let's talk about it real quick, because it is a buzzworthy topic here in sports. Deion Sanders to the Cowboys. Talk to me about how you're feeling about that, bro.
Listen, I'm about to hit y'all with another G Stradamus, because I've been saying that for about a year. 8 months to a year. It's a match made in heaven. The issue is that will Jerry Jones be willing to get up off of his prized possession, which is Dak Prescott? Because the only way Prime is coming to Dallas is if he's for sure that his son Shador will be traded for the number one. Well, they'll be able to get him from the Tennessee Titans with the number 1 overall pick. It's a match made in heaven. Now, Jerry's going to have some sit-downs with some different dudes. They even trying to cycle back Kellen Moore. No way, Jose. All these guys, they talking about Jason Witten. No way, Jose. All these dudes is not a fit. Deion with Shador is a magnet for the Cowboys. Because I'm telling y'all, Jerry will put his energy, effort, time, and resources and allow Deion to do some things as long as he hires quality assistant coaches. Deion will be more of a front office guy and control what's going on with managing people and get the personnel. And NFL players are going to want to play in Dallas with Prime. I promise you Tyreek Hill is going to want to go there. Tyreek Hill. I promise you Stephon Diggs might want to go there. I promise you Najee Harris is going to want to go there. NFL dudes is going to want to go play because they see what they already have from pieces standpoint. They got Micah. They got CeeDee Lamb. You throw that young dynamic Shador Sanders in there with him, you get a dog running back and one or two more receivers, and not to mention they got the 12th overall pick. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, it's a match made in heaven, man, for prime time Deion Sanders to come to the Dallas Cowboys.
You know, Big G, I hear you. Tate, you there? You want to go ahead and expound before I get in on this? Okay, you might not be there. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Prime cannot, I don't think Prime can handle that locker room, right? I don't think he can. Would he bring a change of culture? Yeah, but he doesn't do anything. He's not an offensive coach. He's not a defensive coach. He is a CEO kind of coach. So he would have to find a great offensive coordinator. He'd have to find a great defensive coordinator to be able to come in and speak to men, not college students, but speak to men, right? So therefore, Dak does have a no trade clause in his contract, Big G. So it would be real hard for him to get him off. And in order for Deion to go to the league, he's now already said this, he'll go to the league to coach his son. He'll do that. You know what I'm saying? So do I believe that it could happen? I absolutely do believe that it could happen. I don't think it would be a good one. But if you ask me what's going on, it's Jerry Jones doing what he does. He is a master manipulator when it comes down to promoting the Cowboys and keeping the Cowboys in the news because that keeps money in his pocket. But he doesn't know how to put together a 53-man roster. And that's been proven. Anybody, if he would have been a GM, a regular GM, he would have been fired years ago and not had the opportunity, not even afforded the opportunity to be in this place at this time, right? When we look at it, we know who's the real talent and in picking players. It's not Jerry. It's not Steven. We know who the real talent is at picking players. And, you know, if he had any smarts, he would make him the GM. He would definitely make him the GM and he would get down. But what you're saying about a Dak trade wouldn't happen only because of like I said, he has a no trade clause. The person that they would have to get up off of is Micah Parsons. And I would definitely dislike Deion just for that off the rip. I understand you want to coach your son, but Micah's a talent that you live and die with. He's a Cowboy at the very beginning. He's a Cowboy at the end. But Deion Sanders as a coach, nah, I don't want him. I would rather see us get Aaron Glenn. I would even take Kellen Moore over that. Even though Kellen Moore is he's been a Cowboy. I'm not too good with his offensive calling, but I would rather take him over that.
He's a job. Give Brian Flores a job.
Brian Flores. I'll take Brian Flores over him any day, right? But when it comes down to it, Deion's all hype. It was all about trying to ride Deion's hype and ride his coattail to keep the Cowboys relevant and in the news. I hope Jerry Jones eats his breakfast sandwich and it's too hot and it burns the inside of his mouth. Tate, it's on you.
Hey man, so when you asked me, I wasn't there, right? I was downstairs in the basement in the archives, right? Mm-hmm. So I want y'all to tell me what y'all get from this.
Used to the elements. Do you like the weather being a factor in these games, or does it not bother you, or would you rather not have it? Bay, you're shaking your head. What do you got?
As a Chicagoan, I hate football weather. I don't like it. I don't want the weather to be a narrative or an excuse for anybody. Put this underneath a dome, underneath a roof, and let the athletes ball out.
I kind of agree with him too. I don't like the injuries that we've seen turf cause. That's the one thing I don't know how to get past. They've got to do a better job with that. But I'd rather see a clean game. I'd rather see the best team win, regardless of the elements. Tate, what do you think?
I think the elements is a part of football, always been a part of football. You got a lot of teams a lot more teams playing in the dome now than you did 30, 35 years ago. I mean, so you will have then that's their advantage, right? If you play the game and you earn home field advantage, that environmental aspect of it is part of your home field advantage. Now, who y'all think is closer to what I said already?
You see what I put my sign up already, dog. You already see.
I told you they both said neutral sites. What do you get from that?
I don't. Hey, that's some blasphemy they talking about over there, dog. That's some blasphemy. I heard
be there. Keep the receipts. I went back and did a pay and got the clip. I got the tape. Like Chauncey on Minutes. I got the tape.
And I got the tape, man. This kind of look like him knocking you out. This kind of look like Kane knocking you out.
Right.
Hey, he said, never heard the words neutral site from me or anything close.
You said I agree with Pay. You had to say neutral site. You said I agree with him.
Man, Jaime, yes. I mean, he said Mod's a little evil. I'm not a little evil. This is the type of hurt that he's inflicted on Cowboy fans. And listen, it's so bad.
I'm calling bias on you, though, dog.
Hold on, wait a minute. It's so bad that I had to take my feelings out of this season in order to even complete being a podcaster for the Cowboys. But go ahead.
I'm calling bias on you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that this has got nothing to do with Jerry, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
This got a lot to do with your love for Dak Prescott.
No.
And I'm trying to tell you that if Jerry wants Dak Prescott out of Dallas, Jerry gonna get Dak Prescott out of Dallas. Okay. Jerry will put the full court press on that boy and get him on out of there.
This again, Tate. This is what I be saying, man. G just makes up his own narrative about.
How am I making up my narrative?
Because that's not what I'm thinking. Look, if Dak agreed to be traded, came in, let Deion pull and bring Shador in, right? And we kept our number one pick and we got the other number one pick, right? Cool. I'm straight with it because get this, he'll have an offensive line he could grow with, a running back in the backfield, and we'd be able to get a couple of more pieces. I would be fine with that. Dak Prescott, and the only thing that I defend with Dakota Rain Prescott is that he's a top 11, 12 quarterback. That's the only thing that I'll defend. And you can say whatever you want to say. He is a franchise quarterback. He's just not elite. I've said that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no attachment to Dakota. Go ahead.
If he's not elite, should he be making the most money in the quarterback position in football?
That's big facts, Tate.
He shouldn't, but guess what? Whose fault is that? It's not his fault at all. I guarantee you, Tate, if you went into a job and your job was they pay you according to the last person who got paid, and somebody got paid trillions of dollars before you, and when you come in, now you're getting that same money. That's not your fault.
Let me flip the narrative and ask you a question similar to what you asked earlier about, never going to the Super Bowl and all that stuff, right? What if Dak Super Bowl makes your legacy, right?
Yeah.
Facts.
What if Dak only took $45 million? That about puts him where he at far as top 10 to 12, right? And then allow the Cowboys to spend that extra $15 million to bring in another playmaker. He need playmakers to really be at his best. Tom Brady did it, right? Tom Brady did it.
After he got two paydays. After he got 2 paydays, though.
My homeboy did it after he got his first one.
Okay, that's Mahomes, right? That's Mahomes. You look, You can't tell another man what to do.
You can't.
I would never tell another man. Now, when it came to me, if it came to me,
you know how valuable a Super Bowl would be to Dak Prescott's career for the Dallas Cowboys that ain't won one in 30 years?
You asked me what I would do. I could tell you what I would do. I would sacrifice that pay for the opportunity to win a Super Bowl. But he's young and he has a family and he's trying to take care of that said family. So, he understands he's been hurt catastrophically twice. Yeah. Hamstring off the bone, ankle broke. They didn't know if he was going to play. He's playing.
Hey, man.
It is what it is. Boy got that money. I ain't mad at it.
I never knock a man for getting what they will pay him. That's the market, right? You worth what they pay you.
After you show right, I blame the Browns for the.
Oh yeah, they are.
I blame them. I blame they are the ones that now that's a front office that's freebase. That's a front office right there who's doing something strange for a piece of change because they paid a man for him never to play.
They doing the same thing y'all doing. They paying the quarterback too much money for his production, and they gave him that 230 guaranteed. That part is different, but they paying too much for production. They getting the same thing with Dak. Dak, you need Amari Cooper. You need CeeDee Lamb. You need all these pieces around you. You need Zeke in his prime for you to really be able to get up there and compete. And
and that's why I say I think that if
but let me ask you a question though. Give me a quarterback in the league besides Mahomes out because he's special. Give me a quarterback in the league who don't have at least 2 wide receivers and a running back.
Lamar Jackson.
Stop it.
Lamar Jackson ain't got no wide receivers.
He has Zay Flowers and he got his big tight end. He's got 2 targets. Don't he? And then he got Derrick Henry. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Justin Herbert.
He don't win nothing. He's not in front of that.
What?
He don't win nothing. We ain't worried about Justin Herbert. Name somebody who is one of the top quarterbacks. I can tell
Daniels ain't got it. Daniels got one dude.
Burrow got it, right?
Burrow got it.
Allen got it.
No.
Allen got 2 tight ends. He don't have 2 wide receivers.
He got 2 tight ends and a running back.
I would only name one tight end. James Cook was like a 4th round pick, 3rd round pick.
But still, it doesn't matter where it was picked. He's going off.
But he can do that. James Cook can do that because his quarterback is a force multiplier. You got to respect Josh Allen in the run game too. Opens everything up for the running back.
That's another thing. And for that, Dak is almost and here's something y'all never heard me say until now. Dak, if he doesn't use his legs in the next couple of years and he doesn't have some exemplary talent around him, it's going to be phased out of the game. And maybe he sees it too. Maybe that's why he took the money.
That's why I said if Jerry wants him out of there, he'll get him out of there. Listen, Jerry Jones, I know he got a no trade, but if Jerry Jones wants Dak Prescott out of Dallas, he will get him up out of there. Trust me, bro. That's his team. That ain't Dak Prescott's team. No, he'll get that boy out of there.
You're absolutely right. He got Dez out of there. He got that other players that he got out of there. He will get him out of there.
And if that means he got a side, because listen, when him and Prime sit down and talk, the conversation is about. They're going to talk again this week. They said it on the NFL prime time thing today.
After he talks to Eric Glenn and Ben Johnson.
Well, after they talk, Ben Johnson's not even scheduled. I watched it today. I watched who's scheduled. So it's Jason Witten, the offensive coordinator from the Chargers.
I completely disagree with Jason Witten too. They can do that.
Yeah.
Oh no, they better not hire Jason Witten. That right. I'm gone. Hey, look, Tate. I said it here. I'm gone. Jason Witten hired as the coach. He'll get hired as tight end coach. But if he's hired as the main coach, I'm out. They miss me as a fan.
When Prime and him talk, the conversation is about Shador. There ain't even nothing else to talk about. The conversation is, Jerry, do you promise me you will do everything in your power to get my son to the Dallas Cowboys? And if Jerry makes that promise to him and makes that oath to him, Deion Sanders will be the next Dallas Cowboy head coach. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it.
And Sean, I don't be knowing where you be getting your information, but Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn are both scheduled to have interviews with the Cowboys.
Ben Johnson ain't gonna do it because Ben Johnson had already deformed the Detroit Lions. He's more than likely gonna take the Raiders job.
Well,
he already done said it.
Hey, look, Athlon Sports blogging the boys twice actually. Both of them.
I'll send it to you. Keep talking. I'm gonna send it to you while we're going.
You can send it all you want. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing on Google. At this
Ben
point,
Johnson said he going to the Raiders.
He may have said that, but he's also gonna take a visit. You know what I'm saying? You take visits when you want to take visits. It's like a recruiting visit. It is what it is. But anyway, enough about the Dallas disappointments. Let's go ahead and get back into our show, man. Get back into our groove. At this point, like I said, we got the Baltimore game coming up. Baltimore is getting ready at this point to play, and they are about to play the Bills. Who you got in this game, Tate?
I got Baltimore, man. All they have to do is play like they played last week against the Steelers. If you make Lamar Jackson a threat, open it up even more for Derrick Henry. I see Baltimore when they already BTA'd the Bills once this year.
B-Dirt says, I still can't believe Tate took the time mid-show to find a clip to prove me right.
If that's what everybody got from what I said and when a clip I played, then so be it, B-Dirt. I agree with you, Pay. Pay said, see a neutral site. B-Dirt said, yeah, I want to see a clean game. I don't want to see weather decided. That's what you said.
Listen, you guys. Ohio State Monday.
Wait. You didn't ask me who I think was going to win.
Oh yeah, that's right. Go ahead, GG.
The Buffalo Bills going to win.
Ooh,
because it's the elements. Bet 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It's a bet. Buffalo going to win.
G, do you think this is your bias?
No, listen.
But you don't
Josh Allen. No, I don't have no. Listen, I wanted Lamar Jackson to be a Steeler. What do you mean? I'm still pissed at Kevin Colbert. I'm still pissed at Roethlisberger not wanting to bring in a young quarterback. I'm still pissed at Tomlin not having his foresight. I'm pissed at them dudes. Well, Lamar Jackson should have been a Steeler. But Josh Allen in the elements is different. The same way how you just saw it go down in Philadelphia, it's the same way it's going to go down in Buffalo.
And it's cold down there. It's cold.
It's real cold.
It's cold. You can look at it.
It's real cold. Yeah, so I got the Bills.
So we got Ohio State versus Notre Dame in the college playoffs coming up this week on Monday. This is it. This is for the money.
I'm real sorry, Ma. It's 20 degrees in Buffalo right now. Baltimore get down to 20 degrees sometime. I don't think it's going to affect the game because Ravens are used to playing in the elements, not in a dome in a clean football game, in a neutral site like some people want to see. The Ravens are used to playing in the elements too. Go ahead, Ma. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So it's Monday. It's for everything. It's for the title. Let's talk about this, G. Let's go ahead and open it up because I know you have some strong opinions here, man. And you said that you wanted folks to understand this. The Slowpoke Rodriguez is coming to get him. Talk to me, G.
Listen, man. I've been hassled. I've been called nuts. I've been called biased. I've been called everything you want to call. I done bet all kind of stuff. Flag planting in people's yards. I got a bet right now that if Ohio State lose, I'm coming on the podcast with a dunce cap on. Decorated in Notre Dame colors. Because I'm telling you right now, we gonna beat the hell out of Notre Dame.
And you got that dub bet with Tim Lyons. I got a dub nickel. And we should try and do a quick pregame tomorrow, man. Invite Tim to talk about Notre Dame. What time you get done with your podcast, the Level Up?
I'm not going to be. Level Up's going Tuesday. I got to do Steelers Almighty tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
From 7 to 8. We can't talk about it before unless I do it at 6. But we'll talk about it after we get off there. But so, yeah, they talking crazy, man. We gonna beat the hell out of Notre Dame. We are going. I'm telling you right now, we're going to beat the hell out of them.
Tate, we can still do it. I'll come on and we'll do a quick pregame. Because I'll be ready. But so G, go ahead. So you feel like that this ain't even gonna be close? Give me. Hold on. Give me the reasons. Let's talk sense to the people who are out there, because we talk football. We don't talk fandom. So give me the reasons why you believe that Ohio State will absolutely dominate this game.
Let me ask you of the football fans a sensible question. How many guys on Notre Dame's team would start on Ohio State team? And how many guys on Ohio State team would start on Notre Dame team? There ain't but 2 dudes on Notre Dame team that might get some tick for Ohio State. Watts and the tight end. Everybody else on Notre Dame.
You're talking about on offense?
I'm talking about the team. Watt is a defensive back safety. There ain't nobody else on Notre Dame team getting no tick on Ohio State team.
Yeah, the cornerback.
Watt, Leonard.
Watts is the safety, but the cornerback is going to get some time over Denzel Burke. And then the other dude is handsy on the other side. He'll get some time. So maybe 4 players. I'll say 4.
Bro, they're not 4. Better. There's people out there saying that Notre Dame.
Listen. I said that there would be 4 players on Notre Dame that could start on the Ohio State team. And that's 4.
Maybe 2. Maybe 2. And Watt ain't going to start. Watt ain't starting over Caleb Downs and starting over Lathan Ransom. He ain't starting over there.
No, you're probably right on that.
He ain't starting over there. So maybe the tight end, maybe. Ain't nobody else on Notre Dame team getting no tick ever. And listen, these fools is out here talking now, saying they gonna play man press covers. They ain't gonna switch it up against Jeremiah Smith or Mecca Buka and Tate. 50. I dare you, Notre Dame. I dare you to go single. I dare you to go single high safety man press. I dare you. 50. You can't stop them, man. And you ain't got nobody that can block Jack Sawyer. Nobody can block JTT. Their offensive guard, that Rico dude, he is trash. I watched the film on him. Tyleek Williams gonna eat all day and night. Tyleek might mess around and win MVP of the game. He might mess around and because they push it straight up the middle.
Hey, Big G.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Ohio State. I think Ohio State gonna win. I'm still gonna root for Ohio State, but I'll bet you corner time they don't win by more than 25. You said 50.
No, I'm saying 50-17 is the final.
Oh, they're gonna score 50.
The final.
Well, that's
he's saying they're gonna.
I said 40. I said 42-17. Day might call off the dogs. Once we get up, Day has got the thing where he messes up and he just calls off the dogs. But you got to remember, the Irish is the one that started all this soft talk about Ryan Day. Lou Holtz talking about, I'm going to be at the game because I just can't. Man, get your old beep out of here and go sit down somewhere and get you some geriatric care. Lou Holtz is big trash. Ohio State is going to boat race Notre Dame. They are going to boat race them.
Tim, Mr. Lyons, Rob Lightfoot said that he hasn't forgotten that he owe you corner time. And Lamar Thomas said, yeah, it gets rough. Them silver bullets coming down here. Talk to me. Tate, talk to me nice. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, man. Well, I've said it before. All Ohio State got to do is score 30. And they completely safe. You know what I mean? They might score 24 and be good. Yeah. Already good. Because Notre Dame don't have no pass. They don't have no wide receiver, not even your boy from Austin. No wide receiver that's scaring me. Nobody. No wide receiver that's scaring nobody in Ohio State secondary. And then that front line and them linebackers, Simon, mirror Riley Leonard. So all that run stuff he be doing is all he can do. That ain't getting off. I hope he doesn't do that.
I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't.
It's what they have to do. They have to play it in the mud and keep it messy.
Running Riley Leonard will get him hurt this game. Running him.
Riley Leonard ain't gonna finish the game. If he run the ball more than 15 times, he ain't gonna finish the game. They're gonna knock him out the game. I promise you, he up out of there, dog. I promise you, he's up out of there. They're gonna kill him. It ain't. Notre Dame had a good season, man. I'm not taking nothing away from them. They had a good season. They don't even have they got 1 5-star?
Yeah.
They got 1 5-star.
1 5-star.
Stop it. You about to get blasted.
Reginald Rivers is absolutely 100.
Yeah.
They got more than 15.
Yeah.
They got at least 2 or 3 first round draft picks, but they probably got about 20 dudes that's gonna be playing for real. For real.
I like Notre Dame's coach. And you know what? I think eventually he's gonna be a great one. He's gonna be one of the great ones.
And he just signed a contract for Notre Dame, man. It's
I think
at least 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Big E.
They're gonna
Big
kill
E
Love.
Broncos
They go Lamar. There it go for the first.
Big E Broncos said this ain't even gonna be a football game on paper, but that's why they play it on the field.
That's true.
That is true.
Well,
they too focused, bro. They too focused.
All right, Tate, give me a football answer to why Ohio State wins this game.
Because they're the most talented team. Because as just said, they at least 15 people that's going to go to the pro, be playing pro ball. Because Notre Dame can't score. Notre Dame will have no receivers. Notre Dame have a great defense. But when we say Notre Dame's defense is better than Ohio State's offense, if you rank your offenses and defenses, no. Because there's other really good defenses like Texas, like Ohio State, like a lot of these other great defenses. Notre Dame has a great defense, but the playmakers and the skill Ohio State has everywhere. Both your running backs, Judkins, Henderson. You got your boy Jeremiah Smith out there, Ubuka, Tate, the tight end even, G. Scott. And Will Howard's going to be pro too. And he's the best passer in this game.
Oh, man.
With the best weapons. So like I said, if they score 30, cancel Christmas, kiss the baby, stick a fork in it, whatever terminology or old analogy you want to use.
Oh, my God. If Derrick Henry catches that one, that's all the way to the house.
But don't worry. They're going to get a big play next play. I must be a little ahead of you.
JTT, Tyler, let me just say this, and I'm going to leave it alone. No team has ever had to run the gauntlet like Ohio State just had to run the gauntlet.
That's did. True.
Tennessee, who they said was going to beat us, Oregon, who beat us, and Texas Longhorns. The Texas-Ohio State game was the national championship game.
Yeah, and
I've already told about this 3 years in a row.
For the last two of the last 3, it has been the semi has been the national championship game for 2 of the last 3. Arguably. And I mean, I will say that Texas-Ohio State game was the national championship game. Whoever won that one, I felt like was going to win the national championship.
So the one you talking about ain't Michigan. I think Michigan would have boat raced y'all if they'd have played y'all. I think they had a boat race.
We'll never know. If for the 5th, everybody on here would be drunk. And I will say this. The Big Ten.
Michigan, you talking about when Michigan just won?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all lost to Washington and Michigan boat race Washington.
Yeah, but we they barely won against Alabama, and we boat raced Alabama last year. So like I said, it was a toss up, and we'll never know it. You know what I'm saying? We'll never know.
We won't know it. Why?
We won't know if Texas could have beat Michigan that year.
But why won't we know it?
Because Michigan won it all, and that's all it is.
No, because y'all didn't make it. That's why we won't know it.
But yeah, that too. Yeah. Michigan
not that too. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Michigan won if y'all the one that played each other.
Yeah. And get this, the Big Ten, 2 years in a row, back-to-back champions. And you cannot deny the Big Ten conference.
It's total domination.
You can't deny the Big Ten conference. And look, I'm not one of them that's a hater and saying anything. So, Mr. Tim Lyons, you are all right with me.
MVP.
I'm just saying that when it comes down to it, I agree with Tate. I agree with G. Ohio State's going to win this game. It would be a shocker if they didn't. Like, I'm talking about a total shocker. They would have to come in here with a game plan that's unreal and make no mistakes. Touchdown.
Hey, I want all y'all to go back and watch the footage when Alabama played Notre Dame in the national championship. And Notre Dame was standing in the tunnel, and they watched Alabama walk out the tunnel. That's what Notre Dame going to do again. They ain't never seen nothing like what they going to see. You ain't never seen no JTT, no Jack Sawyer, no Tyleek Williams. Y'all ain't seen no part of it. You ain't seen no part of no Caleb Downs. You ain't seen no part of no Jeremiah Smith. You ain't seen no part of no Latham Ransom. You ain't seen no part of no Emeka Buka and Travion Henderson.
Who the best team Notre Dame beat on their schedule this year? The best team.
USC.
That's the best team?
until you get to the playoff.
Yeah.
USC.
Yeah.
They ain't played nobody.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. What G and what Tate are saying is absolutely correct. And especially what Tate is saying. Notre Dame, I don't see you scoring over 17 points in this game, if that, right?
He said Texas A&M, they trash.
Well,
They was trash.
Texas A&M was okay. They just weren't.
They better than USC.
Yeah, they're better than USC, so that'd probably be the best team. But like I said, when it comes down to it, athlete for athlete, Ohio State has the better talent. Now, Freeman may be just a smidge better than David. I can't say that because they won a national championship. So,
no, this will be Dave's first national championship.
they didn't win the last one?
No.
No, he ain't
Well,
won one.
Urban Meyer
Urban
won
Meyer.
at 14.
That was Urban.
Yeah.
That was Urban.
But-
But he was on the staff, right? He was on
But
the
I'm gonna
staff,
tell you
yes.
something. I'm gonna tell you something. And this the truth. When Dave win this, he's at the top of the pile. He's now the 100.
Oh.
And that's crazy because he ain't beat Michigan.
Hey, be
Oh,
Dirt right about something today.
Yeah,
Wow.
6, maybe 7th. Maybe
Wow.
6, maybe 7th.
With a one-loss record. He's saying with a one loss, he had a one-loss record.
No, but he's saying you would have to play all the Big Ten teams. If you wasn't the Big Ten, you might have finished 5th or 6th.
Mollied. They'd have got mollied.
Mm.
They'd have got mollied, man. No, get them out of here, bro. Notre Dame, listen, the only reason why they won't jump into a conference is because they're greedy. They want all that money to themselves. But Notre Dame is going to work themselves out of the playoff. Because unless you got a one-loss or a no-loss season, Notre Dame, you ain't going to the playoffs. You lose 2 games, you sitting at the crib. So we're in a conference, if you lose 2, i.e. Ohio State, you got an opportunity to get in the playoff. A 2-loss Notre Dame team will never get in the playoffs, ever. So you better get in the conference. I think you're scared of the Big Ten quietly. Because that's why you stop scheduling Michigan. You don't even hardly play Michigan State no more because you be scared they're going to beat you too. And you damn for sure don't want to play Ohio State. Every time we play y'all, we scroll drag y'all. It ain't even close. So you better get in the conference, Notre Dame. You better get in the conference. You
guys, man, we're here. We're going to take our last commercial break and then get our parting shots. G, take us to that break, bro.
Thank you for rocking with us on the KnoItAllz podcast on Sunday. Thank you for the 700 plus people that subbed. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break on the KnoItAllz podcast. The big fine. That mic, them lips, them sweet lips was chopping and wasn't no sound coming up out of them. Boy, where my fine sound?
That's a no Diddy.
Tate, you was over there. You was over there talking to. Hey, look, we're gonna get to. We're definitely finna get to our parting shots. Talk to me. We're gonna get this thing going here. Our parting shots for the KnoItAllz show here. Big G, you are first. Holla at me, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate everybody once again for rocking with us on the KnoItAllz podcast, man. You guys are loyal. Y'all come in every week, and y'all make the show fun, man. We talk cash money to those people over in the live chat and all whatever else. But, man, y'all understand. And, Tim, even though, don't take this personal tomorrow what happened to you, dog. Don't take it personal. Your team's your team. You will appreciate your team. But it's adios, muchachos, and it's all over with for you and your squad till next year. Good run, good game. But don't be over there talking. Don't be all caught up with Lou Holtz because you might get 50 put up on you. That's all I'm saying. Well, I appreciate all y'all once again for rocking with us, man. Make sure moving forward, football season's coming to an end. We're going to have a lot of stuff going on in the KnoItAllz podcast. We're working with people now to have special guests and different things. We're actually going to have maybe 1 or 2 of those new startup shows here on the KnoItAllz podcast sometime in the next 30 to 45 days. So we need you guys to continue to try to push to get 1,000 subs to help us get it. Because with 1,000 subs, we can do all kind of stuff. We can offer membership, exclusive content. We can do all kind of things that we want to do moving forward on the KnoItAllz podcast. But we appreciate all 700 that rocks with us every week, and we appreciate it, and we'll see you guys again next Sunday as we do the coronation on Monday for the Ohio State Buckeyes and the national championship game. Go Bucks.
Shakur just caught a big one from Josh Allen. Big catch for a lot of yards. It's 7-0 Baltimore right now. So Tate, talk to me. Pardon shot, man.
Them lips is moving again. He get the fine too. The lips is chopping and ain't no sound.
I got it, but I'm glad you didn't say my lips were sweet like you said Ma's was sweet.
Oh, I call my sweet lips in a minute. Ma be sweet mouthing, boy. I know how you do. I love my brother, but he got a mouthpiece on him. I know what he doing.
Yeah.
Hey, man, so a couple things I want to say, man. I want to say, first, start this off with the quarterbacks that are in the Final Four. Again, as I've said already, over the years, I feel like, but really this year, really watching teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers, watching teams that have quarterbacks that are just statues in the pocket, you know what I mean? Which kind of came down to the Detroit Lions yesterday. The Washington Commanders had the better playmaker, the quarterback position. Big-G said it earlier, but that's the way that it's going. You know what I mean? That's the way it's going. You got to have a quarterback mobility. It enhances the run game. You can do a lot more rollout passing when plays break down. You can get that athlete on the move. Jalen Hurts had a 45-yard touchdown run today.
Facts.
Jayden Daniels said earlier, rushed for 51 yards yesterday.
Yep.
Hidden yards. You don't count it. You don't see it during the game. But those are 51 positive yards from your quarterback.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way to go. You got Jayden Daniels versus Jalen Hurts. You got Patrick Mahomes, whose mobility yesterday at least drew 2 personal foul calls that wasn't really there.
Big facts.
But his ability to get away and escape and maneuverability inside the pocket till somebody gets open, all that matters.
Yep.
So now, taking that to our team, Big-G, the Pittsburgh Steelers, there was a poll up today about quarterback play. Should the Steelers stick with Russell Wilson, give Justin Fields a shot, or a fresh start with the new QB? So 68% say of Steelers fans say give Fields a chance.
Facts.
I'm surprised 19% stick with Russ is the second option.
That's the bias.
But yeah, so and start fresh with a new QB. Is that an old guy like Aaron Rodgers, or is that a young guy like Jalen Hurts? I say play Fields, and if you want to draft a young guy like Jalen Milroe, go ahead and draft him, because now you don't got to change your offense at all. Now you can bring Jalen Milroe in for packages, but definitely quarterback mobility is the way to go. Mike Tomlin needs to take his hands off the offense, or his handcuffs off the offense. Be done with that, Coach T. And it'll open things up. Just like we said, Dan Quinn is a good coach not because of what he does, what he calls on defense, because of what he doesn't do with the offense.
Facts.
He keeps his nose out of the room. He probably meets with Cliff Kingsbury when it's time for, the game planning meetings. You know what I mean? Not just dictating how we want to play this game. Let the offensive coordinator do that. Lastly, I just want to say, I watched the basketball game today. 2 things from it. Indiana Hoosiers in the Big Ten is a good women's basketball team. Is a good basketball team. You will see them in the tournament. They played pretty much a close game to the last 60 seconds against USC, who's 16, now 17-1, number 1 team in the nation. And I wanted to ask you guys, Juju Watkins, I've seen her before, but I really was watching her today. What male basketball player would you compare her game to?
Kobe.
Maude?
No,
Kobe.
no.
Kobe.
I got a better one than that.
Better than Kobe?
Better than Kobe. Not better player, but better style.
I don't know that I can. I'm trying to think throughout the years. She's smooth. She can shoot it. She can pin it. Jason Kidd to me. Jason
Well,
Kidd.
No way.
Yeah.
no, I agree with G more than you. But I'm gonna say no. Listen to this one. Melo.
Carmelo Anthony?
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, okay.
She can face up. She can hit the mid range. She can
But
step
she's a
back.
point
She can
guard.
shoot the three. But
a
she's
point guard.
6'2" for a lady. She's big. She can post you up too.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
can.
You know, I mean, Angel Reese is 6'3". Juju is 6'2".
Yeah.
Hey,
You know,
Juju will give Angel Reese buckets.
oh, she would. Hey,
All
Angel Reese
damn
couldn't stay with her.
She'd give her
Couldn't
buckets.
stay with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Juju and the two guards from Notre Dame are the best three basketball players in the nation right now. Go ahead.
yeah, no. So I say Carmelo. I knew she was a dog, right? A beast. But watching her the whole game today, because I wasn't watching nothing else at the time, with nothing else on TV I wanted to see, I rather saw that ladies game. And
Touchdown Bills. Went right back down and got it.
Yeah, we saw.
and yeah, so I think Juju's game is a lot similar to Melo's game.
I mean, I can't say that I see it, but I mean,
Mid range, step back, post up. Melo could get buckets however he wanted to. And he was bigger than everybody. However he wanted to.
I hit, like I said, I can't see it that much, but I
Is
can
it
agree.
what do you see similar to Jason Kidd? She ain't running up and down the court full speed, turning the ball over and getting all them assists and stuff. What you see similar to Jason Kidd?
Nah, but Jason Kidd could hit the mid range. He could knock it down. He was a big guard, so he could back you down if he wanted to. He ran the offense efficiently. He was smooth. You know what I'm saying?
She don't run the offense.
She's the point. She is the
Nah, the other girl the point.
Okay.
And they play three guards in their starting lineup.
They do just like Notre Dame does. They're really good. They're really good. I like to take though. I like to take. For real. I like to take. Real quick. You know, we know that the Baltimore game has started, and a lot of you guys want to watch that. And we're gonna get to it.
Yeah, the numbers got lower and lower parts. Why did people cut us off and cut Baltimore Buffalo on?
Yeah. So I want to make sure that I say thank you for everybody who is still in the live chat. Thank you. I appreciate you. Real quick, when it comes down to Mod's Moments, I got some stuff to say. There's a movie on Paramount Plus called Jerry and Marge Go Large. And if you haven't seen it, it's a feel-good movie. It's based upon a true story. And, you know, not to give the whole movie away, but there's a guy, he was exceptionally good with numbers. He worked at the cereal plant his whole life in Detroit. And working at a cereal plant, he got laid off as an older gentleman, and he was trying to find something to do. What he did was he found a way to win the lottery. After he found a way to win the lottery, he didn't hold it to himself. He involved the whole city, and the whole town started playing. And as the whole town started playing, the whole town benefited from it. This is where I have to say, and I'll title this, We the People. We the people together as a unit need to start using our voice. We need to use our voice because the people who are supposed to be thinking for us, speaking for us, making laws for us are only thinking about themselves and a paycheck. And we talked about this whole TikTok dilemma at the very beginning. And for those of you guys who think it's just about an app, it is not. TikTok was starting in 2020. People were leaving their full-time jobs and created a platform for themselves. There was, singer-songwriters. There are people who are, baking cakes. There are people like Keith Lee who became food reviewers, right? And the money that they were making, they stepped away from their jobs. The money that they were making was supplementing their incomes to such a degree that they began to work for themselves and find their purpose in life. This was threatened because of the simple fact that the powers that be wanted to find a way to make money off of it. If you don't know, October, November, December, a lot of the members of Congress, the people who voted against this bill, bought stock in Meta, And once that happened, what do you try to do? Tank Meta's competitor, right? Or make it to where Meta's competitor has to, give you a cut or a kickback. Same thing what happened to the music. Same thing that what happened to the music business and all of the music in the music industry. We started seeing things happen that shouldn't happen. Spotify came. I appreciate Spotify, but guess what? We're getting paid 0.0002 for a song, right? It takes you to have to get 1,000. Check it, 1,000 streams just to make $10 for me to go get a sandwich, a $10 sandwich. I have to get you guys. No, I'm sorry. Did I say 1,000? 10,000. 10,000 streams for you guys for me to get a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? That's just $10. There's no way that I can pay a bill or anything from that. So when I say about this whole TikTok thing, it was less about an app, but it was more about the people. There were hundreds of thousands of jobs that were lost at the push of a button or in a signature. There were 12 millionaires made in TikTok over the last 2 years. So my point here is 9 people decide what millions of people can do and how they do it. But we, the people, have the power. We've always had it. Our problem is we won't use it. Our problem is either we're scared to work together or we're jealous of each other. And I don't want you to have more than I have. And that's a bad attitude off the rip. Look, I'm a Bible dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say what I say. I'm a Bible dude. It is what it is. And the only time God got up off of his throne is to confuse people's languages because they were building a tower to get to heaven. And he knew that if they continued to work together, they would do it. There's nothing impossible. So there's nothing impossible for us as people. We the people work together. We the people work together to be a solid society and to make things happen for ourselves, not for just us individually, but for ourselves collectively as a unit, right? So that's just me. I wanted to get this to you guys, and I understand nothing. It does not cost $1 to be kind. It don't cost $2 for you to care about somebody else other than yourself, and it should always be more than just your forward no more. Again, that's Mars Moments, man. I just wanted to give it to you. We getting ready to get out of here. Does anybody else have anything?
Yeah, put Claude in the matrix before you even go off the air. Claude said Notre Dame by 10. Put him in the matrix. He didn't say nothing the whole show. He said, "Hello, everyone. Notre Dame by 10." Well, Claude, he just couldn't help himself. Put him in the matrix. Just stop it. There you go.
He had to show up so he could go check out the matrix and make sure everything was good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to check on their house from time to time.
Man, he got a first-way class ticket to the Matrix. Right off.
Hey, man. So I guess lastly, I'm gonna say we're just gonna play this thing by technicalities. In our homies group chat, B. Dirt said never said neutral, but I think y'all could take from what he said what he meant. And Pay said, "Who playing at a neutral site? Like what is he talking about?" I guess I just was in the Matrix world when I played that clip.
I don't know. Claude, you were driving. I appreciate.
Oh no, you said y'all say I don't know. What did y'all take from it though? Don't say you don't know. You heard it.
Oh no, I'm saying I don't know because I know what I heard, and it sounded like they were saying it should be played in a neutral site.
Okay, yeah. What did you take from what you heard, Big G?
Want to play indoors, inside, not letting the elements be a factor.
Okay. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, that when I was saying I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know.
Right.
Again, but you guys, again, we thank you guys for rocking with us. We thank y'all for being a part of the Know It All podcast. We getting ready to get out of here, man. Enjoy the rest of the game. We will talk to y'all soon. Notre Dame, Ohio State, Monday. It is going up.
I'm gonna be doing this tomorrow night. This time.
Papa your collar.
Papa my collar.
We out of here. Peace.